you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Tell all my friends I'm a-coming too, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
Wow. So good morning. This is the Unity Center for Spiritual Living, and we're glad to have you here. The first thing you'll notice is that we're filming this morning, and I want to just talk a little bit about that. The first thing to remember is that when I crack a joke, what do? That's right. And Verla Jean says that you should hold up a sign to make sure you guys know that I'm cracking a joke. Ha ha ha. I asked if she was ready to run on the board. So the second thing is that this is not a target behind me. This is the embodiment of the concept of Where Hearts Open, which is what this community is all about. And the third thing is the reason we're filming today is not necessarily because it's a great talk, but because we have great music. We have Suze Doyle and her friend Paul. And a minister who was extremely successful one time told me that if you have great music and a mediocre talk, people still leave very inspired and uplifted. If you give a great sermon with mediocre music, it's going to be a mediocre experience. And so today, we're counting on the music to carry the entire program, which is why we're having a concert and no sermon whatsoever after we get done filming. I think that's, this gentleman back there is Ashley, and he is a professional videographer. And he is following his heart's passion. He moved here a couple months ago and is creating his video business. And if you know someone who's going to get married and wants to film it, or if you know someone who's got children who are getting married that want to film it, or grandchildren that are getting married and want to film it, he's the guy to talk to because he is right on it. And we very much appreciate you being here and helping us with this. That being said, I'm going to turn the mic over to Debbie in a second. And in the meantime, I'm going to turn the music back over to Paul and Suze. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome.
Has anybody here seen my old friend Abraham? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seems the good they die young. I just looked around and he's gone. Has anybody here seen my old friend Martin? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seems the good they die young. I just looked around and he's gone. Has anybody here seen my old friend John? Can you tell me where he's gone? Freed a lot of people, but it seems the good they die young. I just turned around and he's stood for? Didn't they try to find some good for you and me? And we'll be free someday. It's gonna be someday. Has anybody here seen my old friend Bobby? Can you tell me where he's gone? I thought I saw him walking up over the hill with Abraham, Martin, and John. With Abraham, Martin, and John.
You know, John especially requested that song, and I think it's because he knew he's not the one that had to speak after listening to it. It's so powerful. Thank you. So I'm Debbie O'Rourke, and I'm the Associate Minister here at Unity Center for Spiritual Living. And what I love about that song is it is all about people who are just totally embracing their emergent perfection, that they are people that are just as ordinary as you and I, but are living their lives in an extraordinary way. And in their living of the extraordinariness of themselves, they blessed all of us. And I see us being able to do that as well in our own unique way. So actually yesterday afternoon, I was sitting outside in our backyard. And if you just take a moment and take a look at spring emerging, I mean, I've kind of gotten it in bursts as I was driving along the road or whatever, but just sitting still and just taking a moment to look around me, it was so neat because I actually saw these little Chinese irises, only about this big. And next to them was something I hadn't seen before that apparently we planted and I hadn't internalized it, but they're miniature daffodils. They're like full-blown daffodils, but they're only about 3 inches high. And it's just their perfection in this emergence of life is just so spectacular, just in its little tiny parts. So with that connection, with that emergent brilliance in mind, let's just take a moment and open in prayer. And so I invite you to simply breathe and allow yourself to drop into that pool within yourself from which inspiration springs, from which life flows, from which wisdom is embraced and expressed. I kind of like the word wisness. Prayer can do that to you. Creation of words, creation of ideas, creation of letting our imagination run wild. And so today we take time to celebrate the unique individuality that is expressing through each and every one of us and through this community as a whole, through the music, through the talk, through our relating with each other in a pure and authentic way. And we give thanks for this, and so it is. Amen. Wisness. Yeah.